Hey guys, welcome to BitBoy Crypto, your one-stop shop for all your Bitcoin and crypto news. So today we're going to be taking a look at Apollo. Thank you to Apollo for sponsoring this video, but we're going to be looking at something that was actually a current event that happened, and it didn't just affect Apollo over the last week. So CoinMarketCap recently changed their algorithm. Now, they didn't get any projects, any notice about this. And I'll say this, I believe that CoinMarketCap is actually the number one cryptocurrency website in the world in terms of traffic. It blows away CoinDesk, blows away Cointelegraph, blows away pretty much every other crypto site that you can think of, Coinbase. So CoinMarketCap seems to be kind of the crossing point for anyone who's interested in crypto, right? If you're in crypto and you're not just in Bitcoin specifically, you want to know prices, everyone goes to CoinMarketCap. The point here is that CoinMarketCap is a very important website. Now, you may not like them. You may like CoinGecko better or other options. You might not like the way they do business or the way they put ads on their website. However, the fact is, regardless of whether you personally like it or I personally like it, the fact is, this is where people go to see the cryptocurrency prices. So when a project drops on CoinMarketCap, it can be very detrimental to that project. Now, the weird thing over the last week, when they changed their algorithm, is Apollo and other coins such as DApp coins, they dropped out of not just the top 200, but they dropped down into the 1000s rankings. Like, let's pull up Apollo right now, and we will see it is coming in 1153. Let's look at DApp's coin as well, or DApp's token, 1155. So they didn't just drop them out of the top 200. They dropped them like a rock. And so here's the long and the short of what happened. So basically, CoinMarketCap has decided that they have a new list of requirements for projects. So in terms of market cap, their market caps are the same. But CoinMarketCap has made a stand, and they've said, you know what? If you are going to be a top 200 project, this is the benchmark now. If you're going to be a top 200 project, there are things that you have to do. There are things that you have to have. It's not just on market cap. And the reason for this would be obviously because there are projects out there. Apollo is not one of them. DApp's token, I do not believe, is one of them. But there are projects out there that are just purely pumping up schemes. And they know that if they just get the price up, we see it all the time with these pump and dump coins and tokens that are like always in the top 10 for gainers or losers of the day, even though you've never heard of them. So this is what happened. Apollo put out this tweet, and it says, recently, CoinMarketCap arbitrarily, ambiguously, and unfairly made changes to the algorithm, severely affecting the ranking of many projects without notice or explanation. And so Apollo has this response, and it basically says that CoinMarketCap did this without letting them know. And at this point, when they made this response, Apollo didn't actually know what the problem was. So they since have actually talked to CoinMarketCap, and CoinMarketCap has, with all the projects that got knocked out, they've been at least communicating why. Now, it would have been better if this was done on the front end instead of on the back end. So, it kind of shakes confidence in different projects when all of a sudden they drop down from, 170 to 1,255 or something like that. So Apollo was good about getting out in front of this and talking about it and explaining what happened. This is a story that we're definitely going to be talking more about on my podcast this week. Definitely we'll mention Apollo in that as well. So here's the long and the short of it. Apollo knows what they have to do now. They understand what exactly happened. Basically, one of the new requirements is that CoinMarketCap is requiring a certain data exchange partner from a certain list of exchanges. And unfortunately, Apollo did not have one of those right now. But of course, now that they know what to do, they are trying their best to solve this and to get back in the good graces of CoinMarketCap. So what you'll probably see is Apollo one day, as soon as they get this secured, go from like 1155 back up to the 200, because by market cap, they still should be up there. So it's a very fascinating story. But if you go to CoinMarketCap and you look at projects that have fallen, it doesn't mean that they're a bad project. It doesn't mean that all of a sudden all their volume is fake or anything like that. It just means that CoinMarketCap has a new algorithm, a new list of parameters to put projects in the top 200, and those projects that got bumped out, there's one or more of those things that they're missing. So now that they know what to do, they're working on it and they're going to get that fixed. So speaking of things that they are working on, Apollo released their new 2020 roadmap here. As you can see, you can find it on their website, apollocurrency.com I'm English, so, I'm not English. I speak English. apollocurrency.com/en/roadmap. So this kind of breaks down what they're going to be doing for the rest of the year. You guys can see some of the big things they have coming on are the ArcNet dApps platform. They also have Apollo Africa. They're working on their currency adoption. And then, of course, they also have Apollo Cloud. So we're going to talk about each one of those things just briefly. So here is what they're doing now. Post-blockchain tech. So this has been a big concern of mine that I've had for a while. Actually, not necessarily about Apollo, but just in crypto in general. It seems like blockchain has a chance to get outdated very quickly. Right now, with the amount of people and transactions in cryptocurrency and decentralized platforms, it's not that big of a deal because there's just not that many people. Trust me, I've been talking to people about adoption stuff, and most people have no clue what cryptocurrency is other than, oh yeah, Bitcoin's a digital currency. That's pretty much the limit of what they know. So once those people really start coming into the crypto space, whether it be through investing or by use case, like using a decentralized product they don't even know is decentralized, we're going to have a lot more transactions. And the current way the blockchains are set up might not be good enough to handle all that. So one thing Apollo is looking, obviously they've had sharding. We did a video on that. But another thing that they're doing is they're working on the ArcDAG consensus protocol. Now, basically what this is a next level blockchain apparatus would be probably the best way to say this. So DAG stands for Directed Acrylic Graph. And we're going to talk about what the benefits of that are right here. So it will provide a high transaction per second, or TPS, as everyone knows it as, low transaction fees, nano transactions, and micro payments, and scalability. So the long and the short of it is, it's going to allow the network to be faster, to grow faster, to handle things a lot better. So that's something that they're moving on to. They're trying to move on to a post-blockchain tech. And you can say whatever you want about Apollo. Maybe you don't like Apollo. I know there are a lot of people out there that don't like it for various reasons. But this is what I would say. This is a team that works on things. This is a team that absolutely tries to stay on the front edge of innovation. And a lot of projects that you guys may be invested in, that's probably a complaint you have. You probably complain about the fact that, where's the roadmap? As soon as Apollo finishes one, they create another one. Well, what are we going to do when this happens? How is this project going to scale? Some teams don't have solutions. Arc is looking at solutions. So you definitely got to give them a lot of credit for that. So this is their 2020 vision paper here. You can download this on their website, apollocurrency.com. I believe it is. I think it is. We looked at it. So yeah, apollocurrency.com. Sorry. I always think things are .io. Did you know that .io stands for Indian Ocean? I'm on a one-man mission to tell everybody that. But this is a little bit about the infrastructure of what they're going to be doing with the Arc dApps platform and the ArcDAG technology. And here, once again, we already talked about this, the pros of the Arc technology. The platform is going to intend to solve scalability issues, distinguish Apollo platform from the traditional block ledger-based storage infrastructures, and to theoretically process up to 1 million transactions or more per second. I like they say theoretically because a lot of people just try to make it sound like that's a done deal, that that's going to happen. But not even Visa can do that much right now with all of their money. So they also have the Apollo 2020 National Currency Initiative. We've talked about that a little bit a couple videos ago, where we talked about, that the ADP, the African group of 54 nations that is considering, using Apollo in some way. They also have teams that are seeking merchants to accept Apollo in China, Chile. I'm so chilly. It's the middle of summer and I'm chilly. Turkey. There's so many jokes there, I'll even skip it. Canada, Italy, Argentina, which Argentina could be a great place considering all the issues it's having. Their peso dropped significantly recently. We also have other countries in Europe, Americas, Africa, and the Middle East. So you guys know the Apollo team is definitely trying to get this to where Apollo is a nationally accepted cryptocurrency, at least somewhere. So another thing they have coming up is the Decentralized Cloud. So this is one of those things that, Apollo is trying to do a lot of things. And I've said before that the one thing that I would kind of like, that I get a little hesitant about with Apollo is they're just doing so much. They're doing so much. So it's kind of like that pro can also kind of be looked at as a con because of the fact that it's just really big what they're trying to get their hands around. So, to this point, they've stayed kind of they have stayed on their roadmap. They did produce sharding with their blockchain, which is really good. So maybe they can do it all. So here's another thing that they are doing, which is the Apollo Cloud. There's whole cryptocurrencies like storage, for instance, that is dedicated to, this is all that they do is have a cloud that's decentralized storage. So this is yet another thing that Apollo is trying to do. So some of the features, data is going to be stored in the network. Users can store their information as well as create the ability for others to store data. And users can earn fees by providing storage service. So this would basically just be a way that users on the network could basically rent out part of their computer space to people. So that's how you can charge fees to others. So this is going to be a decentralized cloud. The problem with a Google cloud, for instance, or an Amazon cloud is if somebody broke into that cloud, just the Amazon cloud in general, they could get to your data. However, if things are stored in a decentralized way, even if someone is able to break into your account, they can't pull all the files together at once to create a whole file because things are stored decentralized. So definitely something to keep an eye on is their roadmap, everything they got going on for 2020. I don't know if they did this on purpose, but it's funny. 2020, the new vision is here because, 2020 vision. We're going to get dad jokes all year next year, and I'm really excited about that. So, all right, guys, I hope you guys appreciate this video. Once again, thank you to Apollo for sponsoring this video. I hope you learned something from this video, at least about what's going on with CoinMarketCap, and learned a little bit about the roadmap and plans that Apollo has. Thank you guys for watching. BitBoy out.